And we are here, day 3. And looking for teams to start finalizing. Look for the Reapers, mainly the Jocks. The Jocks have a lot left to do. Dragonfish haven't made a move yet. Really, all offseason haven't really made a move. Reapers, Golder. I mean, the Silverbacks are trying to get a good free agent. Captains, they might offload Travis. Empire still looking for a way out of their cap situation. So yeah, a lot still left to do. Let's just jump into it. Another day of Greeley still mulling his options. It's been kind of frustrating for the Phoenix. And the Dizzy Devils are on the clock. They're making a decision here. It took forever yesterday to decide on Lindbergh. They already cut a contracted player, so they can't just cut a player for no reason now. The only thing they can really do is restructure a contract. Their team's kind of done. Unless they can trade for a blank spot for Clowney and then get a better free agent if they have the money. They've carved out $5 million if they can just offload Clowney for some money. Only the Toros like Clowney, and that's probably not gonna pan out anywhere for them. Yeah, they're just gonna restructure here. Holy see. Give him $2 million. Let's see, $5 million for 3 years. And he accepts. Who's next? Jocks, finally. What do they want? They're trying to trade Rutledge. They want somebody that's a thrower. I might just go ahead and get a free agent first, though. Well, they have 15. They're gonna go after Greeley. This is gonna be interesting. This is some guerrilla stuff right here. This is why you can't leave your players out like this, man. Offer 11 for 2. They're gonna go 12 million for Greeley. Not particularly happy there. You're gonna have to match them. They can't match it. They can't match it. They have to put 10 million. $11 million. Again. There's a 83% chance that he signs with the Phoenix. And he does. They were just finally get him. Rocks. They try, but what are you going to do? It was worth the effort. Somebody had to try. Really was just acting crazy. They finally get him. Now they're in trouble. They need to restructure a contract so they can sign somebody. You know, they're really messed up their plans. You know, you put Streets and Greeley together, but you still have Roby, Erica. You can cut him though. Cut him. Get a young rookie that has a lot of upside like Assis. You're fine. So, Jocks. Who is next? Who is up next? The Dizzy Devils again. What are they trying to do? gonna try to trade Clowney. Maybe cut him. Yeah, I think they're gonna cut Clowney. So that, nope, they can't see. They've already done it so much. They already cut somebody. So they'll have to try to trade Clowney to someone. Receptors, Toros, Checkers, they're in trouble. So they can trade Clowney to Checkers for Soto. They just want to get out of that shadow of bad, the fifth best rated team in the league. That's the thing. It's like, why do you guys keep making decisions here? He's not a much better thrower. I don't think they're going to do it. They can't restructure anybody more. They can't cut anybody. The only thing they can do is trade somebody, or sell picks for money down the line. I mean, Checkers already sold their pick till next year. But I mean, Danielson, he's trying to show that he can make the moves still, because he's under a lot of pressure as he was on the hot seat. So it's like, hey, I'm on the hot seat. Let me try to do these deals. So he's going to try to trade Clowney for Soto, which just really, I mean, get a better thrower. You're hoping Garmo turns into a better thrower, but fans, they have a championship caliber team. The problem is, I mean, they can trade into a blank spot. That's a blank spot. The Jocks have a blank spot. They do not want Clowney at all. But if the Dizzy Doves are able to offload Clowney, maybe for $1 million as well, and they'll have $3 million. Yeah, they might be able to do that. Hmm. Yeah, so it seems like that's what the best move is. Try to trade County. Hmm. It doesn't make sense that they would want him, is the thing. So I'll give it a 10% chance. Oh my God, accepted. And the Dizzy Devils making moves, man. They can try to do $2 million for 3 years to try to get some deal. Decision rejected. Who is next? $28, $38. So the gold are up. They're pretty content with their team. But Simeon's unhappy. I could propose a trade for him. So Pharaohs, Jocks, and Checkers. Pharaohs have a blank space, baby. They want Lenore. Simeon for Lenore. $78. Lenore, 76. So Simeon is a 91. Lenore is a 76. But with Simeon, you get more of a rounded player. Lenore just doesn't give you any defense. And they're willing to give that up. So it's a 72% chance. Now, the funny thing is, the gold used to have Lenore. Are they the same age? Nope, Simeon's older. 72% chance. Let's see. Deal. Deal, deal, deal. Who knew that was going to happen? Simeon for Lenore. So, I mean, their happiness just shoots up. That, I mean, goodness gracious. Lenore's a perfect fit. I'm gonna try $6 million for 2 years. Can't. Accepts. Now they're pretty much just going to be looking for a rookie now. Just a good fit rookie. Probably they need a dasher for sure. Lenore, the gold. See, this is how the gold do. They can get Lenore. She's a good fit. They're about to get Lenore for such a little bit of money. Pierre does it again. Pierce does it again. $3 million, 3 years. They already had her before. Now it's time to get her again. This has to be one of the happiest teams in the league. Lenore's just happy to be part of this team. Grew up in California, drafted by them, played a season. Now she's back, and just loves the area. So that was unexpected, but worked out for both teams really. You know, the Gold are by far the happiest team in the league right now. Well, they're tied with the Skylarks and Pharaohs. They're able to diversify a little bit, and they're, you know, Simeon gives them some defensive teeth that they didn't have with Lenore. Still a great second arm. So, in Vega, you never know what's going to happen to his numbers. He might shoot up and be the new second arm. Simeon's a nice patch until that happens. So, might be a mutually beneficial. It'll be interesting to see who wins that trade, so to speak. Okay, who's next? Silverbacks. Now they're aiming for a free agent. That's what they cut Arthur for. They need a dasher. But they have $7 million. They can get anybody. They want, come on, Baldwin. Are you serious? Out of all these players. This is unbelievable. They want the youngin. They believe they can do what they did to Somerset last year. I guess, man, but geez. I mean, geez. They could have gotten anybody. But they don't care about talent right now. Wow, they could have got Temp. They could have got Temp. But they're, oh my goodness, this is just, you're going to go with Assis. This is, oh, wow. I mean, really, I'm happy for Assis. He deserves to be on the team, but unbelievable that they're going to pass over all these players. Unbelievable. He's a terrible fit. This is, he won't be a terrible fit. He has a lot of years of improvement. So probably gonna have to pay him $2 million from accept. This is just blowing my mind right now that they would have all that money and they still want a nobody. Everybody will remember this. This is crazy. He accepts the offer. Golly, you screw up last year. You lose Sanchito. And then you clear out room. You're in a perfect position to take a top tier. And then you take Assis. Hmm. $82 is 30. 36. It's dead center. Scarlet Ember get it. Very close. I really can't believe they did that. So Scarlet Ember, $3 million. They re-signed Skogstad. They're trying to trade Gielan. So I guess that's what they're going to try to see if they can't do now. I messed up. I messed up big time here. Mm, yeah, I messed up big time. So, don't go for Lindbergh anymore. Got Ricky and blank spot. Man, this is a big mess up. Because I didn't. Well, actually, no, it isn't. Man, I messed up a lot. All right. All right. Now we're finally back. Scarlet Ember trying to trade Gillen. Scarlet Ember like Vega. Pretty much it. I like Ruiz from the Checkers. Walter from the Cats. Guerrero. I'd be dumb for doing that. About silly Rutledge. Trade for trade there. Rutledge for Ben. I don't know why they'll put their favorite player on the trading block. Doesn't make sense. But he is on the trading block after all. So try that. Elon and $1 million next year for Rutledge. We'll give them a 10%, 71, 4% chance. What will we have? Deal. Sully Rutledge, he's difficult to deal with. He was drafted by the Gremlins, couldn't come to a contract. Had a contract dispute, couldn't get signed, went to the Jocks, was traded, and then broke the rules by having too big of a contract for a rookie. And he was franchised. They couldn't do anything with him. So it was just a disaster. He hasn't ever signed a contract to this date. He's never signed a contract. And that's just kind of crazy. But if you want those problems, they're trying to get talent for those problems. And the Jocks probably kind of happy they got rid of him. There's a deal table. They only have 3 million. Here's where you're into trouble, because Sully Rutledge is known to reject the deal. He wants his money, but he accepts his first contract in the DBL in his second year in the league. They might cut him. They'd be better off cutting him. They hope he doesn't accept this deal so they can cut him. He accepts, but they might still cut him. I mean, it looks bad from the outside, and it's, it's, why would you do that? But anyway, who is next? Margay's still trying to sign Woods. He rejected $3 million already. That's all they can give him. So they have to base around with 2 years. He doesn't accept this one. They might have to think about trading him. But he accepts. He's worth way more. But it's worth way more. And he knows it. Not very happy about that. Reapers. Yep, it's on the Reapers finally. They haven't made a move all offseason. Trying to trade Harper so they can land a big one. But he's really feeling him though. Well, they can trade Hans for Hansen. Yeah, looks like a good fit, actually. Hansen for Harper. Hansen a 78 overall. Harper 86, but he's more of a defender, and that's something that they need. So it looks like it's a good trade scenario. 68% chance of happening. And done deal. Reapers try to sign Hansen. $4 million for 1 year. It's probably only be 1 year. He's not quite digging the scenario. They're the oldest team in the league. Let's see. chance. Reject. Probably get them for 6 for 1. Try to save some money. Get a capital replacement. About 2 years. Rejected. Unexpectedly. Yeah, they generally have a happy team. Everybody feels like they're underpaid, and they should. They have a great squad together. But they're probably going to cut Capley and get somebody even better. So there's that. And all right, who's next up? Gremlins finally. They haven't tried to make moves since before the draft. What do the Gremlins want to do? So the Gremlins are trying to trade Hellstrom. But I think it's more important that they get on top of Melissa's way. Try to sign him for $6 million since they're the first to the post. Well, I mean, you could try to sign him for $5 million. It'll give you another $5 million to try to get a star. Nobody's really undercut them, so I think they're safe and underpaying. He's so happy. He accepts it. Nobody was biting, so he gladly accepts it. Who is next? The Toros. Soros. You could try Reed again. Try to set him for $2 million. I mean, because that's going to be a headache next year for them. want to leverage money this year for money next year from the Phoenix. So like a predatory loan. Yeah, they don't need anybody from them. They just, who has the worst team so they can get a good, maybe trade money for a draft pick. Then until they can flip that next year. Phoenix next year valued at 35 and 1 million next year valued at 10. So that's a 65% chance. Deal. $42. Who's closer? 42 minus 13, 29. 78 minus 42, 36. So the Dragonfish finally spring to life. They're finally making a decision as day 3 ends, nears its end. They need a lot of help. I mean, they don't have any money. If I was them, I would trade Thomas. I mean, maybe somebody wants him. Everybody wants Hamura. Well, they got a Phoenix wants Thomas. Neither of those teams have any money. No. I can always trade Hamura. He gives them their defensive teeth, though. I think they need to cut Connor. You get get $5 million if you cut Connor. Kenneth is really unhappy there. Maybe you cut Kenneth. Free up, you have $7 million, and you get a good fit. The way the market is now, I think you cut Kenneth. I mean, there's just nobody's going to trade for him. So you just got to cut him and play the free agency market because there's studs out there, man. It's weird. So it's Dragonfish's move. Who's next? The Diamonds. Nobody wants Capley. You can't trade for them. They're being weird. And the Toros and Sea Dogs want him. Gremlins. He gives you nothing. Like he doesn't. There's no. He doesn't have any upside. I mean, he's a dasher, so maybe that's why the Gremlins are interested. They're still trying to trade Hellstrom. There's no way they're gonna get Hellstrom for Capley. Yeah, they're not going to be able to get anybody. I think they're just going to sign. Make sure get Harper signed in a way. Try to get him for just 1 year. He accepts. And that wraps up day 3. And we will see you at the tournament after all this wraps up. It's a couple more days for decisions, but all the big ones have been done. Where's Tamp going to go? Where's, Sanchito going to find a place? So there's still things that can happen, but let's see.